Well, my name's Gary McAllister. What I do is what every retired guy would do. Lay around the house, sleep in late, play a little golf, watch the kids and grandkids. I would say just the typical retired guy stuff. You know, I'm a lifer. Started out at Mary Beck in kindergarten. Went over to Roosevelt School for a few years. Then I went to Weston School. You're not old enough, I'm guessing, to even know what Weston School was. Anyway, I went through the Elkhart schools, K to 12. The first job that I ever got after high school was actually back with the school system. I was a night custodian at Oslo School for 4 years, and went straight from being a custodian into being a classroom teacher. And I did that I quit counting after 30, 40 years. I have no idea how many years it was. And now I'm doing homebound instruction. Being a lifer, I've always been involved with the school system. My father actually worked as an electrician for the school system for years before I even thought about being a teacher. I think going through as a student and then returning back, there's just never been any other thing for me. I've never looked outside of town. I've never considered any other occupation. It was just go to school in Elkhart, push a broom in Elkhart, teach in Elkhart. And even in retirement, we're still heavily, I guess, involved in Elkhart. We still follow what the kids are doing, the athletic programs. My wife's still part of the helping out with the elementary athletic program. My daughter's the athletic director. So I think the big thing is when you look at family, and obviously the Elkhart Community Schools, you're trying to build family. Well, in our case, I think it's even more personal. I mean, here it is. Gosh, I started school in Elkhart in 1960. Here it is, 2025, and we're still trying to help out where we can. For students, it's go to school, stay positive, try your best. But I think it's even more important for the adults in the room to realize that everything has to be for kids. So in everything we do, that has to be the number one consideration. I've always had 2 or 3 things that I've shared with any young teacher I've ever talked to. I think one, every kid who enters your classroom, you have to ask yourself, are they smarter going out than they were coming in? Whether that's on a daily basis, a semester, entire year. A second thing I think that's really important is, again, as the adults in the room, you got to make every kid in your classroom feel like they're the most important kid in the classroom. That makes them want to come to school each day. And third thing, and the most important thing I've seen in my experience, is when you look across a classroom, whether it's a group of first graders or high school seniors, you got to realize that every kid can learn. And so it's up to us as the adults in the room to find a way to get through to every kid.